Yo, it was good though, y'all. Yo, recently I've been like, cause I'm about to start getting back into running and shit. Cause now I mean, ever since that incident that I had with the train, with the nigga in the train track here, I don't think I ever told y'all about that shit, but bust it. So I'm about to walk. My mother-in-law lives down over there. I just left her crib. Niggas is a corona right now on National. I'm about to walk all the way back to my block over there by Middleville. And I figured, fuck it, why don't y'all take a walk with a nigga? So yeah, yo, big shouts to me, son. I went a week without drinking. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front, I ain't going through no shakes or nothing, cause I don't be drinking alcohol. You know what I mean? I can't stand no alcohol, but beer though, I go hard on some fucking beer. You go ahead, mom. You know what I mean? But like a lot of people don't understand, like, I'm not an alcoholic, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fucking drunk, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like getting drunk, you know what I mean? Like you could roll up on me right now with a gallon of Henny, son. I don't want no parts of that shit, son. You know what I mean? Like, everybody be like, oh, yo, you were alcoholic. You know what I mean? Especially, like, fuck that nigga at my old job. That nigga, what's his name? Fat ass, lard, tubby motherfucker. What's that nigga name? Oh, yeah, Adoro. Cordero, bitch ass, fat mothers, fucking sleep apnea, dying your sleep. But anyway, I'm in a good mood, though. So, bust it. So, like, the only reason why I used to drink all my boss and shit, because I knew he wasn't going to do nothing really. And that nigga rich, so you know what I mean? My bad about drinking that Blue Label, though. That was years ago already. But yeah, so, you know what I mean? So, like, you guys, anybody that live with me, or I lived with, or I had to stay with, whatever, you can have a whole entire fucking bar, son. There ain't no beer in that shit, I ain't fucking with it, son. Like, you keep that shit, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor now, son. The reason why I want to stop drinking, you know what I mean, stop with the cigarette shit, is because 40 knocking. You know what I mean? It's funny because I was just in the store right now buying some Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? And I was telling my homie, like, yo, look, like, you know what I mean? I went a week without drinking, nigga, like, yeah, boy, keep it up, whatever, you know what I mean? And the diarrhea hitting though, son, I ain't gonna front, like, I was prepared for some withdrawals, you know what I mean? Like, you can't put chemicals in your body and not expect, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, son. You know what I mean? So this dude walk in, he like, yo, look, I still smoke and I still drink. And like, I'm like, yo, like, how old are you? You know what I mean? This nigga's like, he 55, son. And I was like, damn, boy, see, that's why I'm done, because that nigga look torn, son. Like, that nigga look like he torn between two realities and shit. You know? You know what I'm saying? So, busted, yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get my shit back in shape because I quit mad COVID weight. Because listen, I don't know about y'all niggas, but yo, I was having a blast during lockdown. Like, everybody else was like kind of scared and stuck in their cribs. So it was beautiful. Blocks to yourself, streets to yourself. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front though. Once they opened up the massage parlors, boy, I kind of, but. You know what I mean? All y'all like, oh, don't this nigga got a girl? Listen, me and Nancy, we don't got a sexual relationship, all right? We just working together, you know what I'm saying? But neither here nor now. So yeah, let me tell y'all niggas, yo, so like, I don't know if y'all can see the shit, but my leg all fucked up. Like, my shit busted up, you know what I mean? It's getting better though, because I've been doing my own self shit. But yeah, so like, boom, so years ago, you know what I mean? I was on the 4 train. And it's all because it was the same day I left my sneakers in the crib. Not my sneakers, I left my shades, my lokes. I left my shades at the office. But I thought nothing of it, you know what I mean? So I jump on the train, the 4 train going uptown, because I was about to go buy my daughter some Disney princess dresses and shit. You know what I'm saying? And damn, son, I feel like eating more sunflower seeds. But yo, so I was on my way to go buy my daughter some Disney shit. Some princess dresses and shit. Them shits ain't cheap either, son. Them shits is like $1.20 a pop. So I guess on the 4 train and shit, so some wild, crazy ass nigga. And I seen this nigga also on another video where this nigga was on Union Square diving in front of cars and shit after this shit happened. So it's the weekend of President's Day, like 2014 and shit. So I'm on my way up to Disney and whatnot. Go get me some Disney princess dresses for the girls. And some wild nigga come on the train. You know what I mean? And at that time, you know what I mean, I ain't really understand what retard strength was, you know what I'm saying? So bust it. So this nigga gets on the train. He talking mad shit about Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and all that shit. Now look, truthfully, I don't give a fuck. I ain't Puerto Rican, I ain't Dominican, you know what I mean? But I made the fatal mistake, or almost fatal. I made the fatal mistake, almost fatal, of giving that nigga eye contact. So that nigga said, what the fuck you gonna do, Mita? I'm like, oh boy. Now I ain't gonna front, like, I was lit, like, you know what I mean? I was lit, boy. So this nigga start rah in front of my face. I'm like, I'm going that way, bro. So the nigga start following me. So I get off at 40 Deuce, and I always ride I was in the front of the train, right? Nah, I was in the front of the train. Was I in the front of the train? I forgot where I was in front of the train. Yeah, I was in front of the train, son. So I start walking towards the back exit and whatnot at Grand Cent. Because I was going to walk from Grand Cent all the way to the west, you know what I mean, to 40 Deuce. So I get off at Grand Cent. This nigga still on my back, popping mad jump. So I'm like, look, nigga, if you keep following me, I'm gonna crack you, son. Nigga starts running up the steps, so I cracked him. Now, let me tell you something, son. It felt like, y'all remember when Bane first bumped into Superman, son? Now, Bane a big nigga, son. Now, believe it or not, like, I could crack a nigga hard. Well, I don't know about much, because I cracked my hand up so many fucking times. You know what I mean? But before the hands was broken, I crack you, son. That shit gonna hurt. So I cracked that nigga. Boom! That nigga ate my shit like a Scooby snack, son. That nigga grabbed, because I was stunned, like, hold up, this nigga ain't dead. So that nigga grabbed me in the headlock, son. Nigga whispered something in my deaf ear. You know what I mean? I don't know to this day, I don't know what the fuck that nigga said. And listen, the nigga didn't push me into the train track. Nah. The nigga didn't, like, you know, grab me and just drop me into the train track. Nah. That nigga dead ass grabbed me and lifted me up. Now the way it looked to me, like, say like over there in the gutter, that's the train web. And say like this yellow line is where the end of the track is. Word of my mother, this is what my view was. Whoa, bam. You know what I mean? So bam, I hit the fucking train and I black out. I still got the scar on my face. Where at? Somewhere over here. So I black out. And I wake up. Yo, y'all don't know what that shit looks like being laid out on the ground on a train track, looking at that dark ass tunnel. I don't even know how long I was knocked out. It could have been 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 5 minutes, you know what I mean? So I wake up and I start reaching and I hear some nigga go, no, not that way. Apparently I was reaching towards the third rail, you know what I mean? So the dread homie, I'll never forget him. Nigga had dreads, blue shirt, you know what I mean? Short jeans and shit. Nah, he didn't have on short jeans. He had a blue shirt and jeans, you know what I mean? Because it was February. It was President's Day weekend. So, nigga helped me up out the train track. Now, y'all niggas don't understand, like, that train track don't look as far when you're standing on top of the platform. It don't look that far down. But when you in that bitch, that platform is up to my nose. And, like, look, I'm 5'8"3/4, you know what I mean? That shit was up to my nose, son. So this nigga hop out, help me out. Police come, good for nothing motherfuckers. Police come, EMTs come. You know what I mean? They saying, you know, you gotta go to the hospital. Now, mind you, I got adrenaline coursing through my veins right now, like at that time. So I ain't feel none of the injuries. But dude, so I'm fussing with these niggas. I'm fussing with that nigga. They can smell the beer on my breath. They're like, look, you need to calm down. Come with us to the hospital. That hospital over there by 14th and 7th, right? 14th and 7th? No, 28th and 7th. So they bring me over there, do CAT scan, MRI. They're like, you good. Now, detectives come. And this is the shit that made me sour, though. Like, my bad. This is the shit that made me sour. They like, all right, we gonna, all those cameras at Grand Central, son, them shits don't work. All them cameras at Grand Central, they ain't get one picture of this nigga, son. You know what I mean? Which was crazy, cause You know what I mean? That was at that time niggas was posting niggas in train tracks for Fly Town. So the fucking detectives, they like, can I give him a description? I'm like, fuck I gotta give you a description for? Where all the cameras? They were like, well, all we got is a picture of him running away. So I'm like, what the fuck you want me to say? Like, what? He was my height, he had no hair, but he was black. What the fuck? Like niggas was over here, like, I mean, if I saw him, when I see this nigga, I see him. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, you never forget the face of a nigga that tried to kill you. But as far as like going into details and description, like what the fuck I was looking at his eyes and shit. Like I was looking at the features of his jaw structure. Like police be asking some dumbass questions. So I'm like, yo, so they like, all right, look, there's nothing we could do right now. It's a holiday weekend. We'll give you a call on Tuesday. I'm like, hold up. This nigga just tried to stage fatality me, and y'all niggas is telling me to fall back for a whole weekend? So I was like, yo, fuck that. Once shorty said you good, like, your brain ain't broken, my bad, my fucking earpiece keep falling, I'm gonna take this bitch out. So once this nigga, like, once the nurse came in and was like, yo, you good? You know what I mean? Your brain ain't broken. All I had was mad bone contusion, son. Like, I can't see it because my beard growing in, but I still got the indent of the train track on my face. You know what I mean? Son. So after the adrenaline started seeping back into my muscles, dude, my legs swole up so fucking hard, son. My jeans got tight, and you know, I don't wear them tight some jeans and shit. I wear, like, you know what I mean? I'm a 90s nigga, so my shits need something wrong. Well, to my mother, son, my leg blew up. They ain't give me no cane, no crutches, no nothing. But I ain't gonna stand, I was being a dick shit though, you know what I mean? Like, nigga tried to murder me. So, all of a sudden, word of my mother, I was looking like Kanye West on the train, son. My face was busted up, son. You know what I mean? So, I get to the block, whatever, long story short, I had niggas carry me back because I couldn't walk. I was laid up for like a good week, son. Now, my stupid ass was treating my leg like it was a broken bone. I ain't realized that I was supposed to be moving my leg around so that way, because I fucked my shit up. You know what I mean? People still surprised that I'm still able to play ball a little bit. You know, I'm shooting around and shit. Or I remember there was a time like people were surprised that I could fucking walk. So yeah, son. But I seen that nigga later. I forgot what I was watching. I was watching like Live Leaks or some shit before Live Leaks became Disney. You know what I mean? I was watching Live Leaks and I saw that nigga. You know what I mean? This nigga was on Union Square asking niggas for money, reaching in niggas' cars, niggas rolling up the window, driving away. He pulling out they fucking windows and shit. They saw some other car roll up. You know what I mean? You go ahead. Then he pulled some other car roll up. You know what I mean? Nigga jumped in front. It was like a white activist, son. Nigga jumped dead ass head first in front of. See, and when I saw that, I wish I would have saw that video before I ran into that dude, because this nigga had that retard strength, son. You know what I mean? And like, look, I'm a solid 180, you know what I mean? Not overweight 180, not nothing. Like, I'm a solid 180, you know what I'm saying? And that nigga ate my shit up, son. Now, had I seen that video of this nigga jumping in front of cars prior to that, I'd have just kept it moving. But this nigga, son. So, anyway, yeah, that's that, son. So, like I said, I'm trying to get it back. Like, I ain't with the whole motherfucking, like, I'm trying to cut back on the drinking shit. Cut back. Now, I'm trying to dead the drinking. You know what I mean? I'm on the week. I got no shakes. No, none of that. Like, no dizziness, no nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front, though. Like I said, that diarrhea, though. You know what I mean? Go ahead, huh? Go ahead. That diarrhea, though, be having a nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I gotta ignore that. So what I do is, like, to beat that, I be soaking it up with bread. I'll just eat a couple of those. Because beer and bread is basically the same thing. Basically, bread is just the solid form of beer. Real talk. You know what I mean? So, oh shit, I'm almost at my checkpoint. So, word to me. So, my shit was fucked up for years. Like, so recently, as the years go by, the reason why I was able to heal so well is because, like, I always thank my body, son. Like, I know, whatever niggas be like, thank God, thank whomever, thank the higher forces that be. I get that, and, you know, to each their own. But, like, my belief is, like, And I say belief, not an idea, not a concept, but my belief. And it especially became solidified after I played that game, Crisis, you know what I mean, with them cephalars, the ceph, you know what I mean, which is sort of like, I think it's short, what is Latin word for head? Cephalopod, cephalitis, some shit. So what I do is, you know what I mean, I be thinking my body, be like, yo, hold me down. You know what I mean, I ain't gonna keep beating you up much more. You know what I mean, because like, I broke my hand twice. I fractured my jaw. You know what I mean? Fuck, what else? I broke my pinky twice on my left hand. I broke my right hand twice. You know what I mean? I broke both my ribs. You know what I mean? I'm almost on some Jackie Chan shit with all the broken bones. You know what I mean? But I be praying, not praying, but I be like, yo, body, listen. Because I believe the brain is a parasite. You know what I mean? And the human body, that's armor. That's how because think about it, like your eyes, right? Damn, this go good. That was what. It was the time I was fucking with cold hard body too, son. Like, I was on my little coke binge during the whole lockdown shit. Know what I mean? But I'm a grown ass man, so it's not like I'm in my 20s fucking with coke and that's it, niggas is strung out. Know what I mean? But yo, son, coke that shit, boy. And I was doing that wild shit too, like putting cocaine inside of Coca-Cola. Son, I can only imagine niggas back in that's just guzzling mad Coca-Cola with cocaine in it, son. So that shit, wow. But anyway, that's beside the point. Don't do drugs, kids. Give them to me. You know what I mean? But that's beside the point. So I really do feel like the brain is the parasite and the body itself, and the body the armor. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta think your body like, yo, you know what I mean? So like, you know, be like, yo, good looks holding me down, son, protecting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what happens is like, I don't know, man. It's just fucking crazy. Like, hold on. I'm almost at my checkpoint. You know what I mean? If you see the little thing spinning, don't turn off your phone because I'm saving the game right now, just in case. So we're over here by left rack now. I gotta cut right in a second. Follow the shade. So my stupid ass started respecting. Like motherfuckers, like niggas is on the train, niggas wild and going crazy. That's why I keep a banger with me. Like, fuck that. Like, I will keep a burner on me, but I'm too hot-headed for a burner, you know what I mean? Like, it's like my dad said, it's like having the hammer is like any other tool, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna use it. You're gonna use it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't drive. Like, because it's like, I had to make a decision. Do I want to drink? Or do I want to drive? Because I ain't going to be doing both. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be doing both. So I decided, fuck it. I put the whip down and just started drinking. You know what I mean? Beer. You know what I mean? I can't stand alcohol. That shit be making me feel like I'm at the bottom of a swamp. That's the best way I can describe it. Oh, we at left. I'm about to cut it right in a second over here by where we at? 57th? Over here by 58th. About to cut it right. So, motherfuckers is like, what else? Like, we still got a little ways to go. Where we at? 18? Still got a little ways to go. But yeah, as far as like, cause 40 knocking for a nigga, son. Like, I'm about to be 40 in the moment. Before I know it, you know what I mean? I'm blowing out 40 candles. So it's like I always made a promise to myself, like, well, everybody else was going to, like, I was just recently in school, and I was doing my numbers too. Until that COVID bullshit, and motherfuckers is like at that hold on. That stay at home learning shit. Plus, you know, I got 4 kids, so, you know, you got 4 kids worth of work to do, plus your own work to do. And listen, I'm a people person, like, I'm a social butterfly, B, like, but I remember I made a promise to myself, like, when I was younger, you know what I mean? Like, I took the vacation first, you know what I mean? While a lot of niggas was going to school getting indoctrinated to hate America, I was chilling, having a good old time. So when I finally got back into school, was I fucking with Molly? Yeah, I was fucking with Molly when I went back to college also. And I wasn't fucking with shrooms, I was fucking with Molly. There's a time I was on Molly for 3 years straight, y'all. Thank God my family DNA is that of, you know, drug addicts, all of them. Even the well-to-do ones, all of them, you know what I mean? I'm talking about blood, not water, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama OG in it, my pops was an OG in it, my grandmother was an OG in it, my nana was an OG in it. You know what I mean? So I got a high tolerance to a lot of shit. The longest I ever been awake was me and my brother. We stood up for like 92 hours. You know what I mean? So go back to school, whatever, I'm doing my numbers, you know what I mean? Like this year, I would have been graduating. Like at the end of next semester, I would have been graduating. But these niggas, I don't want to get my fucking diploma during this easy shit, cause like, I'm gonna show them my diploma, they're gonna see it says 2020, 2021. They gotta be like, fuck you did, like, you ain't really have to take no tests, you could have just stood at home and took the tests. Like, it's like, I wouldn't trust no doctor right now that graduated as a doctor during COVID. You know what I mean? Like, you in medical school, you know what I mean? And they say, yo, go home and cheat, basically, and then you become a doctor. Nah, I don't want that nigga fucking with me, son. I don't want them niggas touching me, big. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas is basically GED doctors. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like them doctors that the nigga Jack Napier went to get his face fixed. You know what I'm saying? Whew, where we at? We at the mall now? Yo, where that sun at? I'm trying to avoid that sun. You know what I mean? Yo, believe it. Yo, y'all niggas almost walked with me the whole way. Look at that. So, what else we got? That's crazy. I'm always talking. I can't believe I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't gonna tell y'all that story yet. That's too early. What else is there? This shit right here, this JCPenney where it's at. This used to be a parking lot. 2 blocks up over there is where the first time a nigga ever came up on me to ask me if I wanted to sell drugs and shit. I was 8. You know, I think I told y'all a little bit briefly about that. Some wild shit, but yeah, so like back in the 80s, some niggas didn't care how old you was, boy. Like the younger, it's sort of like how they do it. Remember that scene in what's that shit? Not El Mariachi, Desperado, where this nigga, the little boy with the guitar was fucking flipping them bricks. Well, he wasn't flipping them. He was muling them bricks for them niggas. That's how it was back in the 80s out here. Yo, Left Rack used to be the crack capital of motherfucking Long Island, son. I ain't gonna say New York City because, you know, Harlem exists. You know what I mean? Which back in those days used to be the cocaine crack capital of the world. You fuck what anybody say, son. There was probably more coke in Harlem than there was in Colombia. I'm being facetious. But, yeah, yo, so shit be wild. Like, nigga came up to me, he was like, yo, you know what weed is? I was like, nah, but at that time, I knew what joints were because my dad used to smoke joints. But I didn't put 2 and 2 together that joints were weed. I thought that was just something, like a brand, you know what I mean? Like Newport, you know what I'm saying? So nigga came out, you know what weed is? I'm like, nah. So the nigga showed me. So if I'm going back into the 80s, I don't know, he probably showed me a nickel bag, but the nickel bag was basically what looked like a dime looked like, you know what I mean? And then he was like, you know what crack is? I was like, yeah, I know what crack is. My mom does that shit. His eyes lit up. He was like, well, then you could sell crack to your mother. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. Pause, hold on. I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. You know what I mean? Damn, microphone was all on my neck. Didn't even notice that. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. So he's like, all right. You know what I mean? So the nigga gave me a bag of weed a couple of bags of weed to go sell. And I ain't know what the fuck to do with the shit. So I had 3 friends, Pakistani niggas. You know what I mean? Farouk, Sharif, and Shariah. Farouk and Sharif were twins. And Shariah was their older brother. That's why I first played TurboGrafx 16. I was shocked. Yo, if y'all niggas knew, I used to get babysat by Indian women, Indian family, and it used to suck because like they all day with they but the one thing that was cool about these niggas was at 5 o'clock niggas used to all watch Batman. You know that Batman. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. You know what I mean? That was the first time I ever ate with my bare hands and then get slapped upside my head. You know what I'm saying? All right, where we at? We almost there. We're almost there, y'all. Almost there. That store right there, I don't know if y'all niggas can see that shit. Where it says AR Grocery. Back in the day, they used to have, they got spiral steps up in that motherfucker. And they used to have Bobo Cop up there, son. You know what I mean? My mom tell you. There used to be a Dunkin' Donuts over here, son, where they used to bake the shit fresh on site. Or we over here by Queen Center. You know what I mean? where they used to bake that shit fresh on site. Son, the whole neighborhood used to smell like Dunkin' Donuts. That's back when that nigga with the mustache used to be like, time to make the donuts. You know what I mean? I know, right? If y'all had $1 for every time I say, you know what I mean, son, probably have like a good dub sack. You know what I mean? But yo, man. And then in the 90s, I don't want to talk about the 90s. 90s, that's when I was wild, son. Like, the 90s, I did some shit, boy, this shit I did in the 90s that if I tried to do that as a teenager nowadays, I'd be doing some time, boy. You know what I mean? Which was crazy, you know what I mean? So, damn, son, like, there's stories I want to tell, but then again, it's like I remember the first time I decided to be a drug dealer, right? I was like, yeah, I'm about to, cause like selling weed was nothing, you know what I mean? And I was a grimy nigga when I was younger. I mean, I wasn't airing niggas out and shit, but it used to go down a few times, you know what I'm saying? I remember one time, I was fucking with this dude. I don't want to say his name, but y'all niggas know who he is. You know what I mean? Some of y'all. I don't want to say his name because he got a very prolific career right now. And I don't want to fuck that up for him. So nigga gave me a whole shitload of jacks. You know what I mean? And remember when I don't know if they still sell, remember those M&M minis? You know what I'm saying? The little M&M minis, you get them, you dump all the M&Ms out. And you just throw your jacks in there. So I was a drug dealer for one fucking night, son. One night I was a fucking drug dealer, right? So, I'm on Rutland, you know what I mean? Between 9/4 and 9/5, late night. So all of a sudden, you know, and back in the day, like, it didn't matter who you was. You walk by, I got that, nigga. I got that. Don't matter. I got that. Whatever you need, I got that. So shorty walked by, it's like 3, 4 in the morning, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what? 18? Yeah, I was 18 or 17. I forgot which. But so I see shorty rounding the corner by 9/5. You know what I mean? And so she come up. I'm like, yo, I got that. So I'm like, how much you want? Whatever. She like, yo, let me get, cause back we had dimes and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know, all right, what you want? She's like, let me get 5. So on the corner of 9/5. I don't know if there still is, but there used to be a dumpster on 9/5. So over there by the dumpster, I see moving. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck that? You know what I mean? So oh, don't worry about that. That's my son. Yo, my heart broke, boy. Right there, boom. I was like, nah, I can't, nah. Like in my mind, I said it right there. Nah, I can't do this, son. I was like, yo, here, take 3. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Go get your son some food or some shit. And stop bringing, I mean, true, you can't tell a crackhead nothing when they on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I've witnessed people on crack do some wild shit. All right? So, I wonder what that family must be up to now. You know what I mean? I hope she got her shit together. Now, mind you, I'm going back like 20 fucking years. Wow, shorty pretty. I'm going back like 20 fucking years. You know what I mean? Or more. Yeah, a little bit more. Keep forgetting that nigga almost 40. Time be going quick, son. Now, I mean, back in the day, this park right here, we used to call that shit Big Park. It ain't look like this pussy shit you see now. Back in the day, in the middle, they used to have a fireman pole that was dead ass like 20 feet high. The whole, like, you know, when you younger, little kids and shit, I got these dares and challenges. Son, I used to jump off that shit like it didn't, because you know, you jump and roll. I used to be mad at them throw-up swings too. I remember one time I was on one of the throw-up swings. There used to be a throw-up swing right there. Those benches and shit, them shit's been there forever. My dad used to swing on this tree. My mom used to swing on this tree. I used to swing on this tree. My kids swing on this tree. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, a dove. Hope it don't shit on me. Don't shit on me. So, yeah, so one day, real talk, it's me, my mom, her redhead homegirl, her redhead homegirl, who was beautiful. I used to have that. She the first one who gave me my stack of comics, you know what I mean? I wish I still had those shits, but anyway. So I remember it was an Indian homegirl and Uncle Abe. The niggas was pushing. Now Jamie, she had like the volatile stomach. You know what I mean? Me, I thought my shit was tough as nails, but I succumbed to the spinning around, throw up shit. So word of my mother. So go ahead, go ahead. Oh, you watch the traffic. So word of my mother, I'm over here. Oh, we by the LIE. So I'm over here like, yo. So we on the swing. And then they thought it would be cute to start pushing the swing around and then make it spin. Those two made a big fucking mistake. So we spinning around, the fucking thing going, and then my sister let go. You know what I mean? My sister let go first. Then I saw her let go. Then I let go. So you had two kids just fountain spitting vomit, and AB's in front, Shorty's in the back, and we just catching them. I mean, the shit happens so fast that I hate walking under this shit, son. This is what I call the doodle tunnel, son. Cause these birds, they be waiting for nigga. Look at this nigga waiting. And I hate wearing black hats under this bitch. You know what I mean? Oh shit, we almost in my crib. Thank God I don't be having drama, you know what I mean? That's how them niggas in Chicago be Yo, son, you know it's a damn shame, son? Just like that nigga, what's his name, Nipsey Hussle. I ain't know who the fuck that nigga was until he passed. Assassinated, I should say. Nigga ain't passed away. And so like this other dude, was it FBG Duck? You know what I mean? Yo, you know, it's crazy like how I didn't even know who this dude was. So I started watching once he passed, I was like, who this dude? So I started looking up videos, and like, what I'm about to say is like a double-edged sword, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga was thorough, son. Like, that's a thorough nigga, but then again, that thoroughness, you know what I'm saying? That thoroughbred shit could leave you thoroughly, you know what I mean, underground. You know what I'm saying? And for you know, he was the first thing he should have did, like Boosie. I don't even know who the fuck Boosie was, thank God he ain't dead, but he seemed like a legit dude too. But he was right, like the first thing you gotta do, son, you get cake, get the fuck out the hood. Not out the hood, but get out your hood. You know what I mean? Especially cause like that whole drill trap scene, I wasn't fucking with that drill shit. I was fucking with the French drill shit. You know, they shit hard, son. They shit still bang hard. But yeah, son. You know what I mean? You over here like rapping about niggas dead homies. Like Chicago wild, son. Like, yo, those people, people get killed so much in Chicago. Like them niggas is so desensitized to getting murdered out there. Like, I feel bad for them kids. It makes sense because them kids is used to it. You know what I mean? And then they grow up banging, and then they make their kids used to it.